Hi, K2 families. My name is Mrs. Conception, and I want to welcome you to my kinder classroom. If you're getting this video, that means that your student will be part of my class this year, and I'm very excited to be meeting you and them next week. I also wanted to introduce myself before we start the school year and to give you a few tips just so you feel a little more comfortable when we do start next Monday. So here we go with some tips to help you stay successful for the first day of school. Okay, so tip number one is for the night before. I recommend that you get a really good night of sleep. Well, I'm talking about your student and probably you, but yes, your student should have a really good night of sleep. I know that for the first day of school, I'm a little bit nervous and I have a hard time falling asleep. It takes me like an extra 30 minutes or an hour to actually get to sleep. So just please plan for that. It does help to read a book about going to school or to kindergarten. I'll have some suggestions at the end of this video and link some read alouds in the email. But yeah, just getting a good night's sleep so your child isn't sleepy or tired or cranky during the first day of school will have them have a very strong start on Monday. Okay, that was tip one. Tip two is to eat a very big breakfast. So I know that sometimes when students or kids are nervous, they don't want to eat, but please, please, please give your child some time to eat a nice healthy breakfast in the morning because most kids are used to being able to snack whenever they are hungry at home. But our snack time is at 9:40. So they won't be able to eat from drop off, which is 8 till 9:40. And if your child's not used to having a big gap between their snacks, then that might be a little difficult for them. So making sure they come to school full, so they're not distracted with a empty stomach will set them up for success. Okay, so that was tip number two, to make sure they eat a very good heavy breakfast. Okay. Tip number three has to do with food as well. Please make sure you pack a yummy snack for your child to eat during recess. I would probably put something that they really, really enjoy eating because they are still a little bit nervous. They might be homesick. So anything that makes them feel comforted, even putting like a little note or picture in their lunchbox to remind them that you're thinking of them might be really helpful to help them with their transition into kindergarten. So make sure that snack is yummy, healthy, and delicious, and that will help them get over being homesick or make it just easier for them to eat. And also, please try to pack it in a container that they can open themselves. I do have a full class this year. I haven't had a full class in a while. So there are going to be a lot of kids. So I might not have enough time to open every single child's snack for them. So if you can put them in a container that your child can open themselves, that would help me immensely. Okay, so that was tip number three, bring a snack. Tip four is about pickup. So the first day of school, students are really anxious and they're waiting for their parents or their adult to pick them up. And they're really worried that they might be forgotten. So I highly recommend that you come a few minutes early. I would probably say around 11:10, just because we have a lot of construction happening around here and I don't know how long parking will take, so that you're here at 11:20 when I open the door. I know that some kids get very anxious when they don't see their adult right away. So it really helps to just have you there standing and ready to get your child when we do dismissal. Okay, so please be on time. That's tip number four. And just a little bit of information about my class. My class is at the end of the hall. If you're coming from the front of the school, I'm all the way at the end, at the back of the school in the middle. I'm in room K2. The students will be lining up outside of my door and I'll be letting them in one at a time. It's really important that the adults stay outside of my class when you drop off your student. I know that you really want to come inside. I know when I drop off my daughter, I want to come inside and it takes all of my energy to just keep myself outside of the door. But it really does help with the separation, especially if your child is very anxious or might start crying. If you come inside with your child, then it's going to be even that much harder to separate them from you because you're inside of the classroom and you have to step out. So at the door, you're going to give your hugs. You're going to give them their little message that you're going to miss them. And then you're going to let them into the class where I will help them find cubbies, their desk, and we'll also have another aide in here to help me as well. And I'll take very good care of your child. Also, at dismissal, it'll be very similar. Your child will be leaving from the same door they entered, and I like to make eye contact with the adult that's picking up. I just want to make sure that each student leaves with the correct person. So just be outside of my door at 11:20, and then pickup should go smoothly. If you have any other questions for me before the beginning of the school year, please, please, please send me an email. That's probably the quickest way right now to contact me. But in the future, when we set up Seesaw would probably be the best way. It's almost like texting me, so I'll get it instantly. Where with emails, your email might get pushed down in my inbox. So for now, emails will be fine, but in the future, I'll show you how to all log on to Seesaw so you can communicate with me more quickly and more efficiently. And as I promised, I'm going to give you a few read aloud suggestions and then let you be on your way so that you can prepare for next week and the first day of kindergarten. So one of the books I really love reading is The Night Before Kindergarten. It just helps students see how to prepare and like kind of like steps to get ready for the first day of school. Another one that's really good with what to expect in a classroom is Kindergarten, Here I Come. That one's really fun. I love this author, Jacqueline Woodson. This is great for students that feel kind of anxious and feel like they won't find anyone that is like them, or they feel like they won't belong in class. The Day You Begin is a really sweet story about a girl on her first day coming into a classroom. There's a series that I love for kindergarten, The Queen of Kindergarten and The King of Kindergarten. It really gets students excited and hyped up for starting a new grade and becoming the king and queen of their own kindergarten experience. If you feel like your child might start missing you a lot, a good book is The Kissing Hand. This is a really, really sweet book about a mommy who tells her child to like look at her hand whenever they feel missed and remind them of their family. So this one's a really good one for students that are also feeling anxious. And one that's just really fun and has a funny ending that I like to read to the class is First Day Jitters. So it kind of makes being nervous and anxious a normal thing, because that is pretty normal. Everyone is a little nervous about change, and this has a really fun twist at the end. So I am looking forward to seeing you all on Monday and meeting you all. And I hope you have a wonderful and restful weekend. Okay, take care. Bye.